Did ancient cultures multiply without modern math notation? Imagine trying to solve a problem without the symbols and numbers we use today. How did ancient peoples handle multiplication? Did they just guess and check? Not at all. They used clever methods that fit their tools and understanding. Instead of writing down a multiplication sign or using a place value system like ours, they relied on practical algorithms. These methods were based on the idea that multiplication is repeated addition. But they didn't need to write it all out in symbols. They used techniques like doubling, halving, and breaking numbers into parts. Take the ancient Egyptians, for example. They used a method called Egyptian multiplication. It involves splitting one number into sums of powers of 2. For example, 9 can be written as 1 plus 8. They would double the other number each time, so 13 becomes 26, 52, and so on. Then they added the doubled values that matched the parts of 9. So, they'd add 13 and 100 and for to get 117. This method was fast and didn't need symbols for multiplication. It was written down in ancient documents like the Rhind mathematical papyrus, which dates back to around 1650 BCE. Other cultures, like the Babylonians, used multiplication tables carved into clay tablets. These tables were based on their sexagesimal, or base 60, system. They didn't have a 0 as a placeholder at first, but their tables still helped them multiply large numbers easily. They used these tables for astronomy, geometry, and daily calculations. The Chinese and Indian civilizations also developed tools like the abacus and rod numerals to make multiplication easier. Indian mathematicians later introduced the concept of 0 and a decimal system, which made multiplying even simpler. So in short, ancient cultures did multiply without modern symbols. They used methods that involved breaking numbers into parts, doubling, halving, and referencing pre-made tables. These approaches show how creative and resourceful they were. They understood the core idea of multiplication long before we had the symbols and notation we use today. Their work laid the foundation for the math tools and symbols we now take for granted. It's a fascinating reminder that math is a human invention, built on simple ideas that people have been using for thousands of years.